Jamaat-Ul-Mujahideen or JMB militants from Bangladesh have been crossing over to India. This big admission comes from none other than the Bangladesh border guard. Addressing media persons at the end of the joint conference with the BSF in Shillong, Bangladesh Border Guard's region commander Muhammad Zakir Hussain said groups like the Jamaat-Ul-Mujahideen or JMB work under the same banner and are not restricted by boundaries.
Considered actors like extremists, JMB, well, they are our transborder movement, because now they are calling JM, Jamaat-Ul-Mujahideen. Sometimes they refer JMB, sometimes they refer JMI, Jamaat-Ul-Mujahideen Indians. Sometimes they refer JM, meaning they are combining together. So they do not have any boundary. They have the transborder movement.
The senior Bangladesh border guard commander, however, assured that none of the Indian insurgent groups are operating from Bangladesh territory.
Be assured, I can rest assured, there is no presence or any movement of any IIG inside Bangladesh. This has been repeatedly reaffirmed by Honorable Prime Minister. Bangladeshi soil will not be allowed to any entity which can be hostile to any third country.
It may be mentioned that Bangladesh-based Jamaat-Ul-Mujahideen was behind the blast in Burdwan back in 2014. As many as 19 people, including 4 Bangladeshis, were convicted by an NIA court recently in connection with the case. With influx, a major issue along the India-Bangladesh border, the BGB assured that it is working in close coordination with the BSF to prevent illegal crossing of frontiers, besides keeping a tab on cross-border crimes.
We have had detailed discussion on this to prevent illegal crossing from both the sides, by nationals, by the smugglers. We have discussed and we have agreed to jointly work on that, and in order to keep the border crime-free, this issue has been specially addressed, and we will take special measures on that. In principle and in practice, we don't allow crossing of the IB by anybody illegally. And extracting border from 150 years within IB is out of questions. We are vigilant, and we have agreed to jointly work so that we can prevent such crossing. We will allow any illegal extractor to cross the IB and extract these stones.
Meanwhile, Inspector General of BSF Meghalaya Frontier Kuldeep Saini said both the countries have agreed to intensify operations against smuggling of drugs, cattle and illegal cross-border movement.
That drug menace was discussed not only particularly in relation to the Meghalaya frontier, but relating to the MNC frontier and Tripura also. So there are certain issues, there are certain syndicates which are operating in this particular field. So we are, as a border guarding forces, sharing real-time intelligence, and we want to curb this menace. As regards the other issues, we have discussed regarding that cattle smuggling also, crossing of BD national or Indian national in each other's territory. If they are involved in any illegal activity, then they will be dealt as per the law of the land. And in case of inadvertent crossing, they would be handed over to the other border guarding force.
It may be mentioned that despite repeated assurances by the Bangladesh border guard, influx of illegal migrants and movement of insurgents from Bangladesh to India, besides the cattle smuggling, has been a major cause of concern. With inputs from Roshan Rai in Shillong, Bureau Report, Northeast Live.